Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever Series 2, The Great Lakes, and you find us, or we find ourselves, right here in Sudbury once again. But as you can see, I have been at work trying to build up the city, and in this episode we're going to actually move to the other side of the city and see what we can do on the other side. I've done a lot of commercial work. As you can see, there are a bunch of commercial buildings dotted around the area. So there, across there. Obviously on that side we did it last time. Is that a commercial building? I don't know. That one's a commercial building we did in the last episode. But I've also put a bunch more residential buildings in. And I've been playing around a little bit with industrial buildings and even a tools factory after looking at a little bit of the history of Sudbury. So I know that they had a copper and nickel in this area and they did a lot of artillery and stuff like that. So I think a tools factory is probably a good bet. But we're not going to be looking at the industry today. We're going to be looking at trying to finish off the housing and the housing section and rebuilding this road because I don't like how this road looks. So that's what we're going to be doing. Make sure you stay tuned for the next 20 or so minutes for that. Okay, so just going to give you a nice tour down this way. I think this is quite nice. Look at this. You can get a really good feel, and I think this looks great. I really wish that this is how Transport Fever would build things naturally. You know, right next to each other, as close as you can, actually trying to follow the road as best as possible. Look at that. That looks like a proper road to me. That looks like a road that I would walk down. Maybe, well, I don't know whether Canada's like this. I mean, this is old Canada in that sense, but this looks like a road that I would be walking down definitely in the United Kingdom. You know, roads like this, looking at that and thinking, yep, that's definitely a street corner in the United Kingdom. And yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know why it's not like that in default Transport Fever. One thing I am going to note is that I wonder if I can upgrade roads. That's one thing that's going to be really important, because I bet you some roads are not going to upgrade like that. Okay, so we're not going to be able to get certain types of roads in certain places, but that's okay. That's okay as long as we can get some roads upgraded. So we can probably upgrade to the same size as they already are. Yep. So we can go medium to medium, large to large, small to small. That's okay. Anyway, let's quickly get on with this before we, so we're not wasting any more time. Let's go over to this side. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fix up this junction because this junction is horrible. So let's get that fixed first of all. We're going to pick a large street, I suppose. And we're going to actually go straight and then turn it. No, that's no good. Straight there, then turn it. No. Well, actually, if I did that, then it might pan out a little bit better. No. Get rid of that. That would be a good corner, surely. No? Apparently not. How about that? There we go. That's a much better corner. And then over here, I think we can go back to our medium country road. Nope, it wasn't a medium country road, it was a large country road. Large country road, and just hook it up like that, right up to the corner. That looks much cleaner. Now, the only other issue I now have is this downhill section here. Now I'm going to swap that back to, I think it's a tiny street. No, it's a medium street, isn't it? It's a medium street. And I feel like doing... Ooh, should we do that or should we actually bring it down first? I think it'll be better if we do bring it down first and then connect it up like that. There we go. Okay, I think that is much, much better. Yeah, I think that's much, much better. Okay, so we've got the more classic area of Sudbury. I kind of want to keep this old style system, old style buildings, but I'm not all too sure as to how it's going to go. But first of all, let's get some of these small streets in. So again, I don't know whether to go with a grid system like you would expect or try to go a little bit off the grid. In fact, no, before we even do that, let's get some of these buildings that are going to be sitting along this road. That's probably a good idea. So let's get those buildings in. So we're probably going for commercial. Yeah, I think we'll go for commercial buildings down this road. This is a nice main road. We'll go for some large commercial buildings or... Ooh, choices. I like these ones. And these ones are okay-ish. How does this one look? How about the red one? I don't like that at all. This one looks nice. I like this one. It's a little bit more modern. I like this one. Let's go for this one. So we're going to ensure that we've got cargo capacity medium on it. And we'll see how that pans out. So we'll try and stick them in. Oh, does this have level ground? Assets, yes. Oh, these are very small. That's even better. Gives us more of a chance. So we'll do like 2 or 3. That are pretty much the same style building. There we go. That looks good. Then we can swap out the building style. Maybe a slightly taller one. Sure. This looks a little bit older. The roof shingles look a little bit older. Yeah, this looks a little bit older, which is good. Try to line this up too. Now we can either bring this right the way forward, or we can line it up and continue the line with this, which I think might be a better idea. Or we can try and do that. How does that look? That sort of looks okay. We'll just do a couple of these. So as you can see, it's important to keep checking it constantly to make sure that they're looking okay. That looks okay. Looks more modern, but it still looks in the way we should, or the way I want it. As it wouldn't look out of place if we were to mix some of these buildings in together. These wouldn't look out of place. So I'm just going to do one of these buildings. Where does this building go? Okay, we've only got a certain amount there. Okay, that building has to go in a bit. And then we can bring this one. Oh, I don't like that one though. I kind of want to try and find the red. The more red buildings we've got. See, these are the more modern buildings. They just look horrible. Is that what someone who's from America, tell me, is that what American buildings look like? Do they have these horrible concrete style prefabs? Because we wouldn't stand for that here. These sorts of buildings we certainly wouldn't stand for. The colour is just atrocious on it. Right. I want to try and bring those buildings down again. How's that? Oh, that's huge. Not that one. Not that one. Not the Amsterdam one. We've got to find some smaller buildings again. Those are the same size as that, right? Yep. I suppose we could do one big building and then... This is the Blue Sky Hotel. In fact, yeah, no, that's a good idea because then we can stick a road. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Well done, brain. Let's do this. Not there. How's that gonna look? New. That's pretty good. But we've got to try and get that somewhat straight. That will do. That will do. There we go. So now we've got a few buildings, then we've got a corner, and then we can decide what goes on in there quite quickly. And then we could put this big hotel on this corner. before going off to smaller... Wait, this isn't the hotel. Yeah, this is the hotel. Before returning back to the smallest... let's see, these ones. Like that. Like that. You see, I wanted to make some sort of town centre, but I'm just thinking whether I should actually build this sort of area with some taller buildings, more modern, the modern horrible buildings, which I might do, and then fill this up all with housing and fill some of this up with housing. So this side and this side is going to be some sort of modern style, which could kind of work, I guess. Yeah, see these sorts of buildings, which I think look horrible, honestly, but if that's what's expected in certain parts of the certain areas, then I suppose that's what we've got to do. But I'm going to try and keep them as... I'm going to try and find the most modern of them as I possibly can, if that makes any sense. Like that. Yeah, I'm going to try and keep them away from too many modern buildings, but we'll see what comes of this. Definitely not the kind of buildings I would want, though. Are these all with cargo medium? Yep, that's fine. I don't like these. Come on, give me something that's going to look okay. I suppose. Like that. Ugh. No, that's got to drop down too much. These two drop down too much. We need to bring the land up in this area. Let's bring the land up. Brush strength high. And then we'll flatten it down again. That's better. That should allow us to put the buildings in as we want them. Okay. And then we can potentially go level ground no. Oh, these are horrible. I know some people are probably going to say, well, no, these are just how it should be. To me, these are horrible. That's just my I'm sure some people will look at them and go, they're beautiful. But my personal opinion, these are horrible, horrible buildings. Maybe not the style, just these prefab concrete wall sort of things. Those are the horrible parts. Okay, that will do. Maybe put another tall building in if I can. Yeah, see, that one doesn't look as bad. It's still bad, but it doesn't look as bad. So to have a few tall buildings in the area, that's... See, and this one, I will say, looks okay. It's okay, it's very dark, but I think that still looks okay. Now this area is inspired by Canary Wharf. Nope. I don't like that one. One tall building in all of it. Is that a good idea? I think so. Just one single tall building. It's not going to fit, is it? It is going to fit. You just need to rotate it because it's not quite a... No, it is... that's better. That's better aligned. There you go. So that's the only really tall building you're going to have in Sudbury. So sort of the old town and the new town. That's going to look interesting, I think. But we will see, we will see. Okay, so I guess we can now start connecting up a few of these roads. Trying to work out where things are going to go. I think we need a road that needs to come off here. Ooh, that looks horrible. Come on, smooth it out. Tell me I can get a road off this. What? No roads? There's a road that wants to come off there. It's just very bumpy. Makes it very bumpy. Because of the downhill. That's better. Yeah, I can work with that smoothness. Okay. So we're looking at a road that potentially goes like that. How's that then? There you go. We'll do that. And then I suppose we can start doing a few of those weird curved roads again. Ah, not on this one. Alright, we're going to have to be a little bit more careful with the road setup in this area. We can't be as haphazard as we want it to be. That looks good. That looks good. We're not going to let any road connect over. Actually, should we let the road connect over? Sure, we'll do one road connecting over. In which case, I should probably make that a medium street. That cuts right the way through. I think I should. So I should do that. But then we should probably demolish that section and do this. There we go. And then get the small street and connect the small street up like that. And then that curves around, goes across there, goes across there. That looks pretty good. Okay, I don't like this junction though. So let's just fix that junction up. That's better. Cleaner. That's a much cleaner junction. So there we go. That's that done. Now, could we potentially take a road off this? This is the one that's going to be the difficult one. Because we'd want that to go down. In fact, no. I suppose that could do the trick. That could do the trick quite nicely. And then we can even go. That's going to flatten it a little bit. But I wanted it to go down that way. We'll see. We'll see what happens in this block. Okay, Sudbury is coming together very, very quickly now. Let's get a few more of the modern... So let's put some more modern-ish buildings in this area. Ugh. Oh, that's even taller, but we're not going to use those. We'll probably start putting that in Chicago and stuff. We'll try and make... I tell you what, we'll spend some time trying to make the skyline. This one's okay-ish. Yeah, we'll spend some time trying to make the skyline if we can in Chicago. Or in all the cities if possible. So this is sort of down... I'm claiming this to be downtown Sudbury. That's what I'm saying this is. Yeah, I'm claiming that's downtown Sudbury. And it's always going to remain like that. In all honesty, these probably need to be car capacity high. This looks like a... I'll be honest, this looks more like something that we can have person's capacity high. Let's do that. It looks like some sort of apartment block. Let's do that. And I know I'm rapidly coming up to the end of this episode. So America must have gone through this prefab era. Because it looks atrocious, the prefabs do. Do that. And then flatten to straighten it up somewhat. There we go. That's pretty good. And I guess we've got to put some of these horrible prefabs in. Ah, boy. Like that. Oh, that's so small. We'll put some of these around the outsides, I suppose. Yeah, sure. There. One more taller building? Not that one, we've already used that one. That one. That one, we haven't used that one, have we? No. Okay. Also, I suppose we could put that road going down this way. Let's level that ground too. Ooh, that's a bit high. Go flatten that a bit. There you go. Try now. Better. There we go. And we'll stick a medium road straight out of there. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, we can use that road. Should that road just go all the way down, I suppose? I suppose that's probably the best idea. There you go. Yep, okay. And then I don't fancy having all these straight roads, so we're going to try and give us a little bit of change there. That one can be the road that goes across. Kind of looks okay. I suppose we could stick another road in through here. Yeah. But that's starting to come together, and I think that brings us nicely to the end of the episode. So I'm going to save it. Like so. And in the next episode, we're going to see if we can finish off all the commercial areas. And then from that, we're going to see if we can... let's see. I'll probably add a few more of the commercial buildings between episodes, but we'll see if we can add all the extra residential stuff. So we're going to add, I think this area is all going to be housing. I'll probably put housing down here. This area will be commercial. This area will be commercial. And then I'll probably put housing here. And then this entire area, and I'll probably extend out this way a little bit, will all be industrial. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever Series 2 The Great Lakes. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that notification button on YouTube to make sure that you know when I upload new videos, which is every single day anyway, or almost every single day most days. And did I say don't forget to support me on Patreon? www.patreon.com/ECGadget. You'll find that link in the description box below, and you will actually, yeah, you should also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated on there too. What do you think? Thumbs up for Sudbury looking a little bit more like a modern to old town. I think that works. I think downtown doesn't need any more work. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever Series 2 The Great Lakes.